No one's asked this question before. What is exactly you do when you say you're like the head engineer over here?
I don't say I'm the head engineer. Some of the PR guys say that because they forget what my job is.
Yeah.
Right. But no.
That's what Jacob tells me. He says you're the head engineer.
He has no idea what we do. No, I'm the manager of vehicle dynamics in the U.S.
What does that mean?
We've got a guy that does steering, handling, and brakes. We've got a guy that does active safety systems. We've got the guy that does NVH. And those are three conflicting areas of the car. And one of my main jobs is to sort those out and balance them properly, so that if we go too far in NVH and the car doesn't handle well, then we've lost it. If it handles great, but it's a noisy echo chamber, nobody likes that either. So we've sort of got to find that sweet spot.
So you're the continuity checker.
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to tell them up front what we should do and be right, and then make sure that it's comes out the way we wanted it to, and we're doing a lot of testing of prototypes and benchmarking of weird cars and figuring out sort of what we should be targeting.
So that's technically what you do, but give us an idea of what does your actual day-to-day look like? What is a day in the life of Dave Coleman look like?
I take the specs from the customers and I give them to the engineers.
How do you get specs from the customers?
You ever seen the Office Space?
That was a joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Dave's funny sometimes.
Some people will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a day in the life of Coleman besides track days?
Not enough track days.
No, there's never enough track days.
It's all over the place. I'm running around trying to work on every different part of the car at the same time.
What are you taking the car out to, like, proving grounds?
Chaos.
What are you doing?
No, our proving grounds are all in Japan. We do our in the U.S. all of our evaluation is done on the road.
Okay,
because
so
the road is the real condition that matters ultimately. The proving ground, you're doing your best to fake the road conditions, but they can only do it so well there. You've got to get out into the real world and have more variety of surfaces, and the context of the cars around you change your perception of what the car should do.
Yeah.
Like you can have exactly the same condition on the road, and you go drive it in a proving ground, and you're like, I don't know if this is any good or not.
Yeah.
When it comes down to how the car is judged by the guy in the seat, you've got to drive it on the road to know